Welcome to the Critical Thinking Strategy for Unit 2. In this unit, our strategy is predicting topics or ideas. Before you listen to a speaker, you have many questions in your mind. This is good. Thinking ahead to what you're about to hear helps you prepare for listening. You wonder, what topics will the speakers bring up? What questions will an interviewer ask? What points might a guest make when answering an interviewer's questions? Your natural curiosity leads to guesses, which help make you an active listener. Your guesses are called predictions. You predict some topics or ideas that the speaker will mention. Here are a few tips for making useful predictions. First, you can base some predictions on the title or an announcement of the topic. For example, if you hear, "Today's lecture is about healthy eating," you might predict that the lecturer will talk about fruits and vegetables. Base other predictions on what you already know about the topic. If you know a lecture is going to be about healthy eating, you might predict that the lecturer will also talk about people's problems with weight. Maybe you've read articles or heard news reports about that, so you're able to make predictions based on what you already know. Base other predictions on what you know about the speaker. If you hear that a guest speaker is from the local health department, for example, you might think that she'll talk about laws related to food. Imagine that you hear this at the start of a talk. Today, we're going to look at foods that give us energy. Notice key words like foods and energy. Use what you already know about food and energy to help you predict the topic. Now, predict one thing that might be in the lecture. The lecturer might talk about foods that give you energy for a short time versus foods that give you energy for a long time. Now, imagine that you hear this at the start of an interview. Today, we're going to talk about eating healthy in a big city. Our guest is the owner of a vegetarian restaurant in New York City. Use what you have just learned about the speaker's background. Predict one point that might be made in the interview. The guest might say that eating vegetables keeps you healthy. As you listen in the future, try to apply what you have just learned and practiced. Use the critical thinking strategy of predicting topics or ideas that a speaker might mention not only in class, but also in your life. Thanks for listening.